Let me ring it again. Go. Hi guys! Welcome back to Real Food Live, week 3,085,062. And we're still in quarantine. It's the year 5071, and civilization is ended. Just kidding. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Hi everybody. Welcome to, yeah, maybe it's 11. I don't know. It literally doesn't matter. Real Food Live. It's our last week cooking Ethiopian food, which is kind of sad, but the reality. So we're gonna go out with a bang. We are cooking Firfir, which is similar to the Chickpea, which is like the breakfast dish. This isn't breakfast though, but it's the same idea of taking injera, the flatbread slices, tearing them up, and then cooking that in a sauce. And then we're gonna do that with, hi everybody. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we're gonna make a chickpea stew, and then we're gonna make a dessert flatbread. So it's gonna be real exciting. The stream might go longer, but I'm gonna try to keep it concise and not be here for until midnight. Just kidding, it won't be until midnight. You know what's fun? I have socks in my back pocket. So that's that. So I think that to get started, the first thing that we want to do is we want to prepare. What's happening out there? Keeps like getting. Do you guys see that? Probably somebody's just out there. So we want to prepare the dough for the dessert flatbread first, so that we can let it rise. Ordinarily, it says to let it rise for an hour, but we're going to use fast rising yeast, so we'll just kind of play it by ear and see how long it takes for the dough to double its size. So for this, we're just going to get a big old bowl. Actually, just kidding. We want to start with making the yeast mixture first. So we are going to get our little fast rising yeast, just Kroger brand. Of course, if you have like a thing of yeast at home, you could use that. But I gave out these little packets, so we're going to use this. Mediterranean is a surprise. I just saw the chat that says I'm excited to travel to Mediterranean, and then it took me a long time. I feel like Mediterranean is a surprisingly hard word to spell because there's a lot of like potential double letters, and it's like, wait, which one of these are doubles? I guess you could just double them all, and it's like Mediterranean. Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, we're gonna take. We need like a nice medium-sized bowl. We'll use one of these babies. Also, sorry that we're like a decent. Oh, yeah, I think that helped. That helped a lot. Actually, I'm glowing now as far as the trying to block the light coming in behind me. That makes a lot of sense. So, yes. So it's called Himbasha is what it's called. So this is our fast rising yeast. We are just going to pour it. Let me get the scissors. Himbasha. I kind of forgot that. I should have put that in everything. I've just been saying like dessert flatbread. It's not even real. They're gonna realize that I don't even know anything of what I'm talking about. I'm just making everything up. And this is going to go, so this is a typical 7-gram thing of yeast, and that is going to go with 250 milliliters of lukewarm water. So that's nice, you don't have to worry about it being the like specific amount. I don't know why that is, but like the specific temperature of water. But you know, that's what they said. So you know, I don't know. So this is 250 milliliters of water. You're just gonna pour that in with the yeast. Can you see that okay on the screen? We're just gonna take maybe a slotted spoon would be good for this, and then just dissolve this yeast. And once we've dissolved it, we're going to stir in a 1/4 cup of sugar. In the recipe it calls for castor sugar. I have no idea what that even means. With an ER too. I don't think that the castor plant has sugar. Maybe it does. I don't know. All I know is that it poisons people. So we're dissolving this, and then we're going to mix a 1/4 cup of sugar. We're just going to use conventional sugar because of that. With this, and then we're going to set it aside for 10 minutes for the yeast to, you know, take over the world, as yeast will do one day. Oh, okay, well, if castor sugar is a fancy powdered sugar, we could have just used powdered sugar, but I didn't, so. And this is what happens when, you know, you bother to, like, Google the random ingredients and not assume that you know what you're talking about. Don't assume, guys. So, yeah, we're going to set this aside for 10 minutes. We're just going to put it over in the corner here, and then we're going to do our flour mixture, which will be... This is like a brand new flour bag, so it looks really nice. 4 cups of all-purpose flour. I think it would be really helpful if we got like a Tupperware container for us to put flour in. I should probably just do that one too. So I feel like dealing with flour bags when you use them like on a really consistent basis. Like my tolerance for it is like kind of lowering. I'm gonna be real as I get into my adult middle class white lady woman. Anyway, now that I'm older. Oh shoot. I was so busy talking about that I forgot to count how many cups. It's supposed to be 4. I think that's 4. But I'm worried now, so now we're gonna. Did anybody count? Two. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely 4 cups of sugar. Might even be more than that. It's fine. Everything will be fine. Okay, so then we have 4 cups of flour, which if you were a real pro, you could do the grams of it if you had a thing, which is 600 grams of white flour. But we're not the real deal here at ECM. We're the fake deal. Alright, so then we're going to take cardamom, salt, and black sesame seeds. These 3 ingredients, cardamom, salt, black sesame seeds. And you're going to do 1 teaspoon of salt and then 2 teaspoons of both cardamom and black sesame seeds. And I'm going to find my teaspoon. Every day is a this, and I think that it's a teaspoon, but it's a half tablespoon. Who decided that was a good idea? I'm still upset about it. We're running pretty low on cardamom, actually. Oops. 1. Oh my god! Now we're definitely running low on cardamom. Okay. Haha, everything's fine. 2 teaspoons of cardamom, and now 2 teaspoons of black sesame seeds. These are also toasted black sesame seeds. I'm hoping that that's appropriate. I don't know if it's going to ruin everything. We'll see. Stay tuned. I'm just gonna, I like using something like this for mixing flour. I learned recently that cardamom is an aphrodisiac. That's a fun little fact. Everyone can know that. I don't know why, but apparently it is. Crazy world of herbs. So that is all mixed together. So it's still not technically been 10 minutes for that to chill out. So I think that we should start something else, and then we can do the dough. And yeah. So I'm gonna start chopping onions, and then we'll just come back to this and we'll do the dough in like a couple minutes. Also, how is everyone doing? How is their week? How's it going? Did I apologize for being late already? Because we were late, and I'm sorry about that. It was a combination of things, but everything's gonna be fine. It's been a little bit of a hectic week, really. I've been helping a Sweeney move out of his apartment, so it's like I was doing that earlier, and so I didn't come in here as early, and then I regretted that because everything was chaos, but it's fine. So I think that we are going to want to start by cutting, whoosh, whoosh. We'll start by cutting the red onion. Up into little bits. And this is for the chickpea wat, which, if you remember, we had messer wat, which is the lentil stew. That was like the first week. So yeah. So now it's come full circle as it's the last week, and I admittedly, if somebody like went out, I should say this, I added this recipe last minute because I just think that I thought that we needed some protein, so I made an executive decision and was like, I'm gonna go buy some chickpeas and we're gonna make this extra thing. So that's why we have 3 recipes this week. So that's because I have issues and I wanted there to be another recipe. Oh my god, okay. Here it comes. My eyes. Do you ever feel like when you squint your eyes then it makes it worse when you're trying to like be tough and not even cry about it? Like everything's gonna be totally fine. But it's not. Also, I feel like a lot of folks are moving out of their apartments this week, and if you are, like, I hope that's going well. I hope that everything is fine. I have moved a ridiculous amount of times, and I hope that you are doing well. I'm so tired of moving to different places. I feel like. Okay. Has it been 10 minutes yet? Does anybody know what time anything? Oh gosh. I I should also have it on the chat so that I can talk to you guys. Oh no! I think the normal sesame seeds should be fine. I'm like having a hard time. Something about margarita wine. Busted up a concrete slab to find another one underneath. So that sucks. Oh, concrete slabs brings me on to my next conversation of, I just finished Avatar last night, and now I don't know what to do with my life. It just made me think of Toph. I hadn't seen the whole thing yet, and now I just did, and now it's like, how do I get, like, what is my personality going to be? Because I feel like for the past 2 weeks, all I've been thinking about is, gosh, I love this show so much. It's just so good. It's just such a good show. Okay, so we've cut this, and I think that I'll, like, lightly bubbling. Do you ever just love Avatar so much? I think that I'll cut the carrots, and then we'll form the dough, and then we will do the next thing. So, washing up the carrots, get a good little I'm gonna cut these into like pretty small chunks because I think that they're, I know, I did, okay, wait, I cried, oh, yeah, I know, that's like, that's the thing is, like, I feel like Avatar is like such a valuable, like, I never watched it as a kid and I really wish I did because I think that it would have been, like, it has so many valuable lessons in it. I definitely credit the part where like Appa was lost and like Aang goes into the Avatar state and like goes, like I definitely was like, no, Appa. But yeah, oh my gosh, so many emotions, yeah, and just like, yeah, you're completely right, Javier. Well, it got added onto Netflix, which like literally as soon as I saw that was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And I feel like it does a really good job. Like it touches on a lot of like indigenous people's knowledge and like Eastern philosophies, which like I certainly didn't know anything about when I was a kid. That was not something that we learned or talked about. So I just feel like it would be really valuable for kids to learn all that stuff if they aren't raised in that environment. Yeah, okay, so we've cut those. Now I'm gonna come over, I'm probably gonna do the dough on a completely separate cutting board so that it doesn't taste like onions. Hey, I'm just gonna give my hands a little quick wash. And then we will do, actually, you know what? You know what we need? I made a big thing of sweet tea right beforehand. Yeah, no, they did. They put effort into it. It just makes you think like kid shows that they don't put effort into. It's like, please try harder. I made a big thing of sweet tea earlier because I was like running full steam ahead and then I like kind of crashed earlier. And so I was here and I was trying to put the deliveries together and I was like falling asleep and I was like, I need caffeine, I need sugar. So join me for drinking this whole entire jug of sweet tea during the stream. Just kidding, I'm not gonna drink the whole thing. Okay, so here we have the flour mixture, and then this is the yeast mixture. Yeah, it looks like you guys can see that okay. So we're gonna add this. I tend to create a well because, I don't know, I saw that in Gourmet Makes and it seems like it makes things more official. So we're gonna add this, and then we're also gonna add, how much oil? A 1/3 cup vegetable oil. So I'm gonna pour this in there. And then vegetable oil. Wow, okay, so honestly, I called it right because I was at Yee's today and they have like a $10 minimum for cards. And I was like, I don't have any cash. I have like $3 cash. And I was like trying to think like what I can buy in addition to the ingredients that we needed this week. And I was like, canola oil could be useful, so I bought canola oil. And look at this. We just finished the canola oil. Good thing I know the future. And also, Aang is like the vegetarian icon that like we don't even deserve. Like, you know, like, wow, so committed, so kind. What a legend. Ooh, this smells so good. It smells so cardamom-y, probably because I accidentally dumped all that cardamom into it. Ha 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 ha. It's kind of not really forming a dough that well, so I'm gonna try to get all the water out of here. No one deserves it. It's true. This is just gonna become, this whole stream is just gonna be talking about Avatar. That's too good. So it says to knead for about 5 minutes until it's soft or whatever. We'll see how it goes. This is really loose. As in not really forming much of a dough ball. I think I'll scoot over. Inhale flour. If we need a mascot, we should totally make it Egg. That would be so good. I bet he would approve. So I feel like I might have added too much flour, so in which case we'll just add a little bit of water. Yeah, this is like not happening. So I'm going to add a little bit of water. We're gonna see how that goes. It might just ruin everything. Okay, that's much better. I might add a little bit more water. Can you guys? Oh, okay, you can see this on the screen. Woo! Oh, there's still water in there. Ha 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 ha. Do you ever just not know what you're doing? I really like the sesame seeds like in this because it's such a fun like color. It's like little. It's basically like the same as funfetti cake, pretty much if you think about it. El Santo Verde, what is short URL at? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Okay. I think I'm still getting a little bit of water because this seems like really dry. Like it doesn't seem like it's gonna stick together at like all. This is like soup, definitely like how you make bread properly, right? Like for real. Oh, it's a bad meme. I can't look at memes right now. My hands are covered in dough. Okay, now this is like too wet, probably. There you are, flour. We'll see. This might just be a mess. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen? Okay, I think that this will be... I think this will be good. Good enough, at least. Good enough for government work, am I right? That's such a saucy line, I feel like. I have a very low... Doesn't take much for me to be like, oh, that's so saucy, wow. That has some flour in it. I might rinse it out and then we'll put some canolas. Canola, cannolis, canola, cannolis. Ever had a cannoli that is just canola oil? I haven't, but that would be gross. I don't know if I can agree with you that there is no bad meme, like, I can't think of one, but like, somebody out there made a bad meme once. Okay, so, we're gonna put that there, we're gonna cover it with a towel or something in the corner, and then we're gonna move on with our lives until later when we will come back to this. Yay! And also, washing up our hands. Okay, so now, since we have that already chopped, we can put the onion onto... Why am I talking like a robot? I don't know, because I am one. Just kidding. That's true. You have to have heart and soul in your memes. Otherwise, they're just dreams. Okay, so we're gonna put this on. I think we'll do one of these classic pans. Oh my god! Also, shout out to David for putting up a second crazy rig to hold a phone while we're filming. Absolutely insane. So we're gonna turn that on medium heat, and then we're gonna put some oil into it, and then do the onions, and then while the onions are cooking, I think I will cut the potato, because I didn't want to cut the potato earlier. Then it would turn brown. So this is all for the chickpea stew. Ooh, that dough tastes really good with the cardamom. Forever adding cardamom to every dough ever now. What? What? Yeah. So we're gonna put this in there. This is not super warm. I'll just cut the potato up now, and then we can move on with our lives. Bum, 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 bum. Shouldn't have cut it this way, but you know what? Swallow, am I right? Does anybody say that anymore? I used to say that so much. So much! It should be hot enough now, so we'll put in the oil. And the onions. Ooh, yeah, that good. It's got that good sizzle, boy. We got one carrot. Oh no. Turn that down a bit lower. I'm gonna leave this for about 5 minutes until they soften. And while we're doing that, we're gonna cut up our potatoes. Has anybody been watching any other good shows? Or things that they can recommend? Because we also finished High Fidelity, and like, I'm about to like protest that apparently they haven't like been renewed for another season, and like, that's on Hulu. Boy, they better that cliffhanger. What? They just were like, now seems like a good time to stop. Okay. I would really like to see the rest of that show. It's pretty good, gotta say. My friend Amber, shout out to Amber. She, Neon Genesis Eve. Oh, okay. My friend in high school was really Evangelion. Is that how you pronounce? I don't know how you pronounce it. One of my friends in high school was really into that show. Ooh, I want Weeb alert. I also want to watch the show The Great, yeah. And I want to watch Rami, I think. Now that I've only recently acquired access to Hulu, and now that I'm on, and Shrill. I want to watch Shrill too, because I heard that was a good show. So hopefully I will watch all of these Hulu shows. It's like a whole other world that's been opened up to me. Yeah, you know, that's a great question. I feel like that's a really, why do the Russians have an English accent? I feel like that's such a common thing to be like, I don't know if it's like, they're European or something. It just seems like, oh, they'll have a British accent. Like, but they're English. They can't be British. Okay, so we're gonna add these in a couple more minutes. Once these are a little bit softer, we'll add in the potatoes and carrots. But while we're doing that, I think we can scoop these over. Dun, 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 dun. And I say, frankly, yeah. I feel like that's a really, there's like like Jong Jong, the Fire Nation guy, he also has a really strong, he has like it's not strong, but like he has an accent, and it's like, I'm gonna, I don't know. I feel like they just are like, yeah, just do whatever you want. Nobody's like, hey, wait, what about consistency or something? I don't know. So we're gonna make the injera. So that, and I'm gonna like try to remember how to make this, and it might go horribly wrong. We'll see. So, so I pulled a crazy move, and I kind of forgot to make the injera on like Monday, and it usually, yeah, he does have an accent. Okay, so you get pretty soft, so we'll add these guys in. Forgot to make the injera on like Monday. So last night I was like, oh crap, I need to make injera. So I put it overnight and then I added sourdough starter to it today because I was like, hey, this might work. No, that's too small. So we're gonna let that cook for like 10 minutes. It did, but here, let's see. Okay, so we have two different injeras to choose from. You guys can see this. This is the injera that we made on 5/7/2020. So that was like the second, that would have been the second week of our Ethiopian stuff. It's pretty liquidy, I gotta say, but it was already liquidy in general. So this is frozen, and we thawed it out today. Put it outside, it got thawed real quick. And then this is the stuff that I made today. And, ooh, this, I will say, opening this, it definitely smells more fermented. But I also added a bunch of sourdough starter. So this is quite a bit more thick. So we'll try both and we'll just have a comparison. So fun. Wow. Okay. And so generally I've been using like 3/4 dish. Well, see, I feel like at the end of when we were making the injera, I like had a technique to it. So I'm hoping that we're able to replicate that. I'm going to pour some canola oil. And we're just going to try. You're just going to try. Try is like a very common word in my household because Ling Hong, who does not speak English, like experiments in the kitchen a lot. This is my roommate Shu Yun's mom, and she's been stuck here since January. So anyways, every time somebody like tries something and they're not really sure of it, we're just like, try, and then it's like, oh, okay, that's what you're doing. So we'll cover that. Hopefully this works, yay! Let's go over and stir this baby up. Ooh, oh boy, okay. This did not have enough oil in it. Oh my god. We're gonna turn that soften them up. Oh boy. Okay. Let's not set off a fire alarm today. Ooh, ooh. Okay, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Just cover that for another minute until the center. I don't know if you guys could see that the center is like clearly raw still. So you just want to, as soon as pretty much it's like all the same color, you want to take it off instead of allowing it to like get much drier because it cracks really easily, I found out. And then that's just a pain because as soon as it starts to crack, it's just like, just go home, you know, like you try your best. It's not gonna be too great. Yeah, so this was the injera that I made yesterday/today. So we'll try this one and then we'll try. Oh yeah, baby. Ooh, I did a huge thing down the middle, but also we're just gonna rip it up anyways, so it doesn't matter that much. That's one good thing about making like a recipe like this where you're just gonna tear it up anyways. Like, it doesn't have to be that pretty. The injera is blunt slayer is, I can't say the name blunt slayer, like seriously, like, oh yes, blunt slayer was that. What did we put in the injera? Because in the injera, it's just teff flour, regular flour, salt water. And it's about a 50-50 teff flour, all-purpose flour, because you gotta have a happy medium because teff is like expansive. Slayer. And it's like the band. Okay, so that was clearly much more thin, and it really like spread out. And so this is really thin. It's bubbling like fully through. So far with the potato mix, we haven't done anything other than oil, onions, potatoes, carrots. So there's no seasonings in it yet, but we will add. Javier, you raised a really good point. Okay, so this is, can you see that it's like very close to being done? It just has the little circle in the middle. So yeah, I think I'll do 2 more of each maybe, or maybe 5. I have not played RuneScape nearly as much as I thought when I first got my account that I was going to play. I was like, wow. Oh no! Sorry, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking the heck out. Okay. Alright, well that injera is bad, but, you know, what is bad? You know? Get a little bit more cannoli. So I think because it was so thin, it definitely cooked much quicker, obviously. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna try to you can't see this on camera, but it's like all wrecked. So I'm trying to flatten this out so that when I lay the next one on top of it, it's not like gonna mess that one up. for seeing cats, but that song gets stuck in my head a lot. The Cats, the Memories or whatever. I don't even know if I've ever heard that whole song. But it's stuck in my head all the time. Okay. I don't know how much that is doubling. The yeast didn't really, it wasn't bubbling a whole lot, which I was a little bit like, why are we using lukewarm water? But hopefully the sugar would have activated it. I don't really know about fast rise yeast. I don't know how that like differs. But yeah. Okay, so I think that this should be good. Oh, it's starting to crack. Oh no. I think that, yeah, what I had was, if you can do like 2 spatulas on either side for these, because they're a little bit more delicate, then you can just, oh, perfect. Ooh, that was like a little bit of crispy that was left on the bottom. Delightful. This is pretty steamy. Okay, we're gonna do this frozen thawed one. Yeah, I feel like the very clear sourdough flavor is just like not as present in this one, but you know, we'll see. Okay, so now I think it's been, oh my god, I need to stop neglecting this guy. Oh boy, that's pretty. Now I think that is the time where we're gonna stir in all of the spices. Stir in the spices, and then we'll add the chickpeas and the water, and we'll cover it and let it simmer for about a half hour while we're doing the other stuff that we're doing with our lives. So for this, we are going to want ginger, paprika, cumin, salt and pepper, my cardamom. Where are you, Mom? Mom? Oh, it's over here. Huh. Let me see. Did I forget anything? Oh, cayenne. And then we're also, with these little tomato pastes, we're going to use half of one of these in this. So it's about a half teaspoon each, but you know, don't be stingy. That's what I always say. But spices really do, like, it's always better to add more. Spice Island. Paprika. And we also ran out of smoked paprika, or we ran out of regular paprika, so we're using smoked paprika, which might not be what is proper, or might ruin things. Just add a lot of ginger, more ginger than I intended to do. We'll see. Ooh, it smells so ginger, cardamom, peppery. Probably added the most of those things. And we're gonna can opener. Oh I totally forgot about this. I totally blanked. Whoops! But it's fine because we're just using them for. I'm not even trying on this one. We're just gonna scoop it on out of there. I think I might wait to do the next injera while I'm doing this because I don't want to leave it on there for too long. Me too. I really appreciate the sizzle. Like when the pan is like hotter than you intend it to be, and you put the oil in it, and then you do the onions, and it's just got that good sizzle. Ooh, it's so lovely and tomatoey. Oh, geez. So, we're going to also open this can of chickpeas. And we're going to let that cook on there for like just a minute. And then we're going to add this with also I think it's a cup and a half. Start the recipe, cup and a half of water. I'm going to drain these right quick. So add these in there. Add there's a little bit of oil in it, but cup and a half of water. And then we want to bring this to a boil. So we're going to turn it up and cover it. Alright. Now we should make 1 or 2, I think we've made 4 injera, so I'll probably make 1 more. And then we'll start on the cutting up the onions and things like that. So then we can, the onions and the tomatoes, those are for, I didn't put any oil down for that one. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Huh. So yeah, I'll clean off this circuit. Ow. Just pinch my fingy. Ah. So while that's cooking, that's getting ready to try to boil. We're going to start by cutting up our onions for the other. Yeah, honestly I feel like, so this recipe is generally used like it's like a leftover recipe. So you'll use, like, people would probably have like day-old, 2-day-old injera, and then they would tear it up and put it in this recipe, but we ate all our injera, so we had to make more. So we did, but we did use the leftover batter from earlier on in the month. So that's how that went. Hey. Oopsie daisies. Oopsie daisies. How's this looking? Oop, there we go. Perfect. Let's get you out of here. Okay. Wow. That injera was, this is maybe the most beautiful one I've ever made. So now I think I'll get the griddle out of the way. Where should we put you, griddle? We'll put you over in this corner. And we'll cut these 2 onions. So the recipe calls for like 2 large onions. I don't know, I felt like for 3 to 4 pieces of injera, but I guess they're probably going off of like larger pieces. Anyways, I put like 2 like medium to small onions. Okay, so this is boiling. So we're gonna turn this down to a simmer. And we are going to oh my goodness, you are too spicy. Calm down. For a half hour, or really just when it's simmered down. Yeah, bro, I'm all for like not. Yeah, I feel like especially in ye olden times when like you couldn't refrigerate it, you couldn't do stuff like that. Like you did have to be creative with like how not to waste food, and we live in a ridiculous society where like food waste is just like fine because we don't even have any connection to our food system. So yeah, I think like French toast is awesome. It's great. I should totally make sourdough French toast. Oh my god. Oh, I inhaled too much. And there's something spicy in the air. Whoops. Okay, so there's 1 onion. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm totally making sourdough French toast sometime. That sounds amazing. We generally use a lot of the sourdough, extra sourdough starter, and we just like make pancakes. Like a lot of mornings. Like I've been eating a lot more pancakes than. I think it's actually closer, El Santo Verde, to like 40%. That's the statistic that I generally hear. But you know, what are statistics? They're just lies. Not really. They're just like, depends on the source. So it's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. Post-consumer versus pre-consumer, like food loss. Oh my gosh, it's just ridiculous. It just makes me so angry. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I've been eating a lot of pancakes because we make a lot of pancakes because we have sourdough starter, and I feel like I'm not gonna make sourdough bread every day because we're not gonna eat that much bread. So I just literally put the sourdough starter in the fridge, and then we'll just like have pancakes every couple days. It's kind of a great life. I'm kind of #blessed. Okay. So we have these onions. We have these onions. So we're also gonna cut up our pancakes, not just sweet bread. I mean, yeah. So it's basically healthy. It's basically a health food. Because as we all know, the health food of the century is bread. Of every century. Okay, it's definitely rising over there. I don't know why I put it over here. Literally, what is my brain? I should have put it in the oven. Blech. So crazy, this one. So we're also going to cut up our 2 tomatoes and some ginger and a couple garlics. I feel like you do add sugar and stuff to pancakes prior to syrup, you know? Although I do like making, so until I got tired of it, when I was first doing sourdough, I was making like basically scallion and sesame seed pancakes like all the time. And it would just be like sesame, like you pour the leftover sourdough straight into the pan and then you add some green onions and sesame seeds and you just gobble it all up and it's real tasty, it's real good, but like definitely gets old after a while. Maybe I did actually do it with morel mushrooms. Maybe I talked about that on one of the streams. I don't know. It was pretty exciting. Cut my thingy off. But yeah, anyways. I don't know, what was the point of that? That I like both sweet and savory pancakes. That seems like I had more of a point than that, but heck if I know. I think that we need a sharpener again. There's our tomatoes. So we can get our other identical pan out. Remember she's no, I'm gonna use this. And we're gonna put this guy on the back one. This one is not our friend. So we're gonna put that on. And then we're gonna do, oh, I have to do the garlic and the, whoops. Yeah, well, that was the beautiful thing about finding the morels was like I wasn't even trying. We were just out on a walk down by the river. This was like probably close to a month ago now. It was a while back. And they were just there, just like along the path. And I was like, oh my god, we've been blessed. And then I have this tendency every time I get morels, I'm like, I have to save them and cook something special with them, and then they stay in the fridge for like a week, and then they're probably not as good. But anyways, they were still pretty good. And I put them in my sourdough pancake. Kind of wrecked that guy. Whoops, sorry. I know that you're anti-cooking mushrooms, and I should have said that. I also would be great. I've never just like picked one off the ground and eaten it, and I should do that sometime, because that seems like a spiritual experience. Oh, it's tomato, I really looked down and I saw a bit of red and I was like, oh my god, is my blood gonna be all over the... Ooh, somebody... I don't know who that is, but somebody followed us. Thank you for following us. I can't read it from this far away because I didn't bring my glasses. And now that I'm old, I can't see without my glasses. Well, no, but I know what morels look like. Like I have the ID skills. If it's just a random mushroom, I'm not just gonna like pick it up and be like, delicious. Ugh. But if it's a morel, I could be like, hey, I know you. How's it going, old friend? And then I eat it. Hello. Okay. Oh shoot. I've had this like on to heat up this whole time. We'll get the cannoli out and pour some oil in. And get our onions going. Okay, I'm just going to use the same spoon because this one's also going to be tomatoey. Okay, leave that to soften. We're going to continue to cut some ginger. That was a good mincing job. Yay! Okay, let me just make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Oh, yeah, okay. So now, let's see. So you're gonna cook those onions until they're translucent. Then we're gonna add the Firfir sauce, and allow that to cook for a few minutes. Just once the onions are translucent. So that should be a couple minutes. Let's check on these guys. Ooh, this is turning out beautiful, thickening up just how we want it. I mean, mostly just smells tomatoey, but whatever. Hopefully the spices that we added will be enough. I do feel like it was like half a teaspoon for like each spice. Like, I'm sorry, who are you? I did add more tomato paste, so I might go back and I think we should add more spices. Who votes for adding more spices to the chickpeas? Wow, one vote. Nice. Man, this cumin, this is a new bottle and it's like not coming through. There we go. It's like so fall. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. More cayenne because we're funky here. area, which it actually, we ended up pretty good. I mean, I'd like to have some extra just for like the future of Real Food Lunch, but as far as like how much Burberry to, ooh, it smells weirdly very sweet, like perfumey sweet. I wonder if I was wearing, no, I wasn't wearing perfume, was I? Oh, I wasn't wearing perfume. No, but I can't tell what smell that is, but it's something really nice. Okay, these are looking pretty good. So we are going to add our tablespoon. And I'm going to add like a tablespoon and a half because go crazy, go stupid, you know? You're definitely going to want a little bit more oil to kind of create like a bit more of a paste with the Burberry. I feel like I'm starting to get confident in how I pronounce that word. You know, like I feel like it's better. Okay, so then I think that we want to add the other half of the tomato paste can that we were using for the chickpea mixture. I'll put that in there. I think it wasn't, this needs like more stuff, but that's fine. This called for more, so what ifs? What if? Oh, I love the smell of it. So nice. Okay. Big plans for the weekend? No, not really. I can't even think that far. What's even gonna happen? Tomorrow's Friday? Not. Okay, so we're gonna let that cook for several more minutes, and then we're gonna do these three guys in some salt, which means it's tea time. Yeah, my mom texted me last weekend and was like, got any fun plans for the weekend? And I was like, I mean, I'm just quarantining, like, same thing, same weekend plan as every other weekend. Maybe I'll try to go for like a hike or something. That would be nourishing to my soul. Or a nice long bike ride. I think that would be good. Oh man, I rubbed my eye. I think I might have had onion on my eye. God dang it. Ah! Okay, let's try to clean up this area a little bit. Okay. I'll also check on this. Let's see how we're coming, guys. It's definitely rising. At a certain point, I'm gonna have to just like give up and start cooking it because we're gonna run out of time on the things. Maybe I should just cook it now. I can get you some finger paints. got some pokeberries. My old roommate painted with pokeberries and it was really beautiful, although poisonous. I'm thinking that we add these guys in there. We're going to really want to cook these tomatoes like down. So I think that I will get the other lid and we'll cover these for a little bit. And where's that lid? My goodness gracious. Oh, I think it's the back. Let's check on this guy. Ooh, beautiful. Still thickening up. Still could thicken up a little bit more. But amazing. Amazing. Alright, so I'm just going to tear the injera. I feel like now we're in like the down point. Oh my gosh, this injera is beautiful. This last one that I made that I was like, it's the best one ever. Look at this texture. Oh, and it's like pretty solid. Like it doesn't feel like it's going to break. Like I could like, wow. Okay. I feel almost bad just like ripping apart this injera, but gotta do what you gotta do. I'll make more later. So you're just gonna be cutting it into strips, 1 inch-ish, but like follow your heart, you know? Make another plate and just move these over onto there. And then I'm thinking that I might just roll out the dough and put it in the oven because frankly, I ain't waiting all night. I ain't doing it. This one comes pre-cut. Yay. I love how much it looks like Cocoa Puffs. Really makes my soul happy. Aw, I'm your fake chef. That's the sweetest thing. Change. I'm just gonna be like an upper end, super bougie chef. Gonna charge $3 million for this one thing of injera. Mmm, so delicious. Oh my god. Yeah, I definitely feel like, so there's this way to like get like super quick injera is to add like club soda and stuff to it. I think that honestly, if you have sourdough starter, I was just trying it out, but I think that that's a great alternative. Or if you know someone who has sourdough starter, because generally people who have sourdough starter, I feel like I have so much. Like I feel like I'm, so yeah, I think that's a great idea when it comes to injera. Like just add that, as long as you don't have a gluten intolerance. It's a great option. I feel like that stuff's gonna be burning over there when I go over there, but we'll see. Losing my mind. Okay. Sorry. Loud. I want to taste this one. That was really pretty. Distinctively less sourdough tasting. Interesting. I wonder if Because it was at like the bottom or something and it separated. I don't know. Something. Ooh, it's smelling so good. It's smelling so good. Okay. Did I add salt? I don't think that I added salt. We're gonna add some salt. And then once these are like the tomatoes are really cooked down, which seems pretty close, maybe a couple more minutes, then we're going to add the water, which is about a quarter cup of water, and allow it to simmer. Tea break. Tea break. Okay. It's definitely rising. Oh man. I wish I had put it in the oven right away. I feel like it would have been much more successful, but I always forget to put things in the oven. You know, I think it'll be fine. I think that we should just go for it. And if it's terrible, it won't be terrible. It's not, it smells so good, it's not going to be terrible. Might not be traditional, but I'm trying to run a stream here. Just kidding. Okay. So, okay. So this is kind of icky, but we'll see what happens. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to take a different slicing method, like this knife. We're going to cut it in half. And then we're going to take a rolling pin. I feel like it'll be oily enough. Yeah, it's fine without the any flour or oil on the rolling pin. Should be good. How big are these supposed to be? Okay, so 2 by 30 centimeter rounds. So, yeah, so this should be good, I feel like. Just, I don't think I'm in the shot. I'm just kind of maneuvering it into a circle. Okay, and then we want to, I'm going to preheat the oven now to 350. And I'm going to get, I think these are technically David's pans, but we're just going to like use them. Sorry, David. Hope you forgive me someday. We're going to grease them lightly, and then we're going to, oops, that wasn't lightly. I am like really not. I know that people use like a paper towel. I do at home. I have like a little that my mom gave me, and like literally for like a year I was like, I don't, what am I supposed to use this for? Because it's like a silicone like brush. I was like, I don't based meats. Like, I thought that was what that was for. But I was like, oh wait, it's like a reusable way too. I have a peanut-sized brain. It's not cool. Okay, so we are gonna put this circle-ish thing. I'm trying to like make it into the nice circle. Then I'm gonna roll out the other one. It's not quite a circle, it's more like a ghost from Pac-Man kind of shape. Maybe if I just kind of... Okay, and we're going to oil this a little bit more. Bum, 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 bum. This is like super not a cute circle. Whoops. Tried my best. I'm really bad at making circles with dough. They're also pretty obviously different sized. Like the one in the glass is clearly more than half of the dough, but that's okay. So the next thing that we want to do, actually the next thing we want to do is probably add a half cup of water to these tomatoes right now. Let me do that real quickly. It's supposed to look like a thick tomato soup, like this. And then let me see what the next part is. So yeah, bring to a simmer. It kind of already is on a simmer, but whatever. So yes, so we are going to get a sharp knife, like so, and then basically it says like you want to create 3. This is going to be so bad. Oh my god. 3 concentric circles. Can you guys see that? Does it seem visible? This looks so dumb. I'm sure that people have it so beautiful. Okay, and then you want to do it like going out like this so that it looks like a wagon wheel. Kind of, I think mine looks more like a spider web. I think because okay, if you don't do the split further than the 3rd circle. That makes sense. Okay. Wagon wheel? Can you see it? Everything is... It's true. I could literally probably cut off this whole side and whatever. Okay, it's gonna be fine. It's the first time I've ever made this, so cut me some slack, okay? Okay, turning this and just like running your knife along definitely helps. It's so not even, oh my god. I'm gonna do since nothing matters anymore, let's go unconventional. Wow. Boom. Okay. It's really cute. It's really cute. So then it says brush with oil at the top, so I'm just gonna like use my hands because I'm a child. And then we're gonna. It's gonna be fine. It's not too oily. Everything's fine. We're gonna put these in the oven for 20 minutes. And then we just set the timer. 20 minutes. Okay. So this is simmering really, really nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. I'm terrified that I'm gonna get tomato and salt. Ugh. This is thickening up. The stew is pretty much done. I have it on low. It should be good. We're gonna just leave it. So I think okay, so I think now we're ready to add the injera into this. Now that it is really simmering up there. I gotta say it's so nice to have a camera just above the stove because I feel like I don't have to use my neck to try to keep a camera in place and like show people what's going on here. It's great. Okay. Chickpea, Firfir. They're the same but different. So we're gonna stir this around and then we're just gonna wait until it absorbs like all the liquid. Should be a little bit more solid than this. So we're just gonna eat this, please. Oh my god. I cheated. I cheated a little bit. There was a little piece that fell out. And I ate it. And it's incredible. It's so good. Wow. We've done it again, guys. So what might happen, I really want everyone to get to see the flatbread. Since those two are like mostly done, like yeah, I think that we can just hang out until, unless anybody's like, no, stop. We can hang out until the flatbread is done. How does that, do people want to hang out with me? Do you want to talk to me? Please? We can do a Q&A on my life. Just kidding, that's so boring. Not because my life is boring, just because that would be really not exciting. Content. What am I saying? I don't know. Sorry. Seems like it's probably really loud. It's Q&A. Okay, yeah. Ask me questions. I'll stand here and I'll drink all my tea and I'll answer questions. Unless it's something I don't know. How do we like the camera setup that David made over the stove? Like, is it visible to people? I think it looks great from my perspective, but what's my favorite? I don't have a favorite color because I'm really bad at choosing favorites, and I just want to like them all. I don't want to have to choose any color. They're all beautiful. I mean, I gotta like green because I like plants, and teal was my favorite color for like a long time, and I think I generally still enjoy that color. A really nice periwinkle. I really love periwinkle. I like lavender. I like light, happy plant colors because I'm predictable. Okay, so we kind of want this to absorb all the liquid, so I think it'll still have a couple minutes. I think I might leave the lid off. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited about the flatbread. I opened the oven and it smells so good. Yeah. Burnt orange is really nice, and forest green. Those are both really solid colors. I was like not into orange. Oh, I think that. Hey, the oven's done preheating, guys. Just kidding. Preheating is a lie. Can you? Okay, so since we thawed this out, should we just use the rest of it? Like, I'm tempted to make like the rest of this into injera so we could try it with the thing, and because I don't want to have to refreeze that when we've already thawed it out. How do people like that idea? Yeah, let's cook some more injera. How's the for me personally? It's fine. You know, for a while there, I was kind of like losing my mind, and now I'm in a state where like I'm either fine or I'm just like completely gone. So, but I don't feel the same like terrible dread that I felt for a couple weeks. Like I was really freaking out there for a while, and now I'm like not. So everything's okay. Or everything, yeah. I mean, it's not like everything is by definition not okay, but you know, we're trying our best. Yeah. No, yeah, I feel. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really grateful that I have like a big garden and outside space, and I still have a job, and like I feel like my situation could be a lot worse. So I'm just here rooting for everyone else. That have had much more difficult times than me. I'll be okay. Hopefully we do like 2 more injeras, we'll get through this batter. And then, oh no, we'll have extra injera. Oh, so sad. Oh. Beautiful, beautiful. How's everybody else doing? Tell me about your life. Tell me about your feelings. Yeah, we can freeze some of the new stuff because we have the other thing of injera that we have. So I think that we can use the rest of this, and then we can freeze some of the new batter that I made, and then we'll have two different. We can test old injera without sourdough starter and new injera with sourdough starter. Interesting. These experiments. Okay. Okay, so we made one giant injera. Yay! Ooh, it's looking pretty beautiful, I gotta say. We have 10 more minutes on the flatbread. This is coming along nicely. It's just absorbing the liquid, getting into a real nice chunkiness. This is good. Yeah, we're about to, pretty soon. Once the flatbread is done, we'll be done. So, yeah, but I don't want to sign off without letting folks show the flatbread. So, we'll do that. I really like the word Chickpea. Decided. It's a good word. It's a good solid word. Ah, gold. Extroverts, am I right? What the heck? See, I didn't even realize that the bars were opening yet, because the restaurant that I work at, which could be classified as a bar, they're like not opening until June. But I did see that on the front page of the Mercury that the bars have opened up, which is crazy. So that was not a good piece of injera. Whoops. Whoops. Yikes. Well, we'll just eat it like that. That's fine. Haha. Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like the introvert in me, which is like, a good portion of me. It was like, I don't know how I'm going to cope with like going back to seeing a bunch of people all the time. Like, I feel like I love my friends. I love everyone. But I feel like this is giving me more of like an excuse to not be social all the time. Which is kind of nice. Here, I'm gonna take this close-up camera and I'll show you how the bread is looking, just so that we get a little good comparison. Okay. Can you see that? Oop, it's gonna steam up. So they're doing pretty well. I got to say, this is the messed up injera. Sad. So sad. I'm very excited. And that was relatively easy. I think I'll have to make that himbasha again. I feel like with the cardamom, it's going to be so good. We'll have to see. Well, I'm just hanging out now. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Appreciate you, love you, respect you. Oh, what we can do is we can cut some chilies that we'll put on top of the Firfir, which is the injera dish. And I bought new chilies because we have like old ones and I just think that they're dried out, and so I think we should just commit and dry out the chilies rather than have them. I think that maybe we should. I'm just gonna chop them really finely and then kind of sprinkle them over the dish as a garnish. Maybe I should do a wagon wheel on a sourdough bread sometime. That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. Actually, I think I'm only supposed to do 1 to 2 chilies, so I'll forego the third one. Also, for folks, if you haven't signed up for the bags and if you want the deliveries every week, you can totally go onto our Google form still and put in your order. If there's one for 1 week, you can just have it for 1 week, or you can have it for every week. Either way, but like we're planning on doing this through the summer, so might as well hop on in and get involved in the cooking aspect of it. Oh my gosh, I was not paying attention, but I just realized I looked down on the floor where I've been like holding the lid up and over, and there's like a huge puddle there. I'm gonna need to clean that. Whoops. Ooh, toasty. My leg is sore. Sore leg. I should probably be cleaning up, but it's loud to clean up, and I'm having such a nice time hanging out with everybody. You know? You know? Okay. I think I might plate up. Ooh, I have chili on my pan, so I just scooped it. Spicy. I think I might plate up the 2 dishes, and so then we could maybe do the plating, do the taste test, and then hopefully by that point the bread will be done. So then, why are you saying sorry? Hopefully by that time the flatbread will be done. You do not have to apologize for stepping away. Classic. That's such a classic Christine move. With your apologies. It's ridiculous. Goodness gracious. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna plate these up. Yeah, seriously, that's a good statement. I feel like I unintentionally, I was trying to say statement and I just messed up, but I just like, and now I feel like a Visco girl. Wow. These memes. Okay, this is a bad plating. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's really just one plate of like red. Hello, I'm red. So we'll put some injera over here on that too. So that we can have some color variation. Brown and red. Yeah, I definitely feel like, whew, the timer. These still need a good couple minutes. They do not look done. Yeah, I definitely feel like it has been harder on the extroverts. Like, there's no doubt about it. Sorry. I totally ate it before doing the close-up. Oh my goodness. I was so excited to eat it that I just totally blanked. One second, let me... Ethiopian food last week. So here's the Firfir. Firfir? I don't know. It's getting the camera's getting kind of steamy. Here is the chickpea stew, and the really bad injera that I did the last one off. I should have kept the last one. So that's it. Okay, so I'm going to. Not very flattering in a bit. Everyone's gonna know about my secret chins. Okay, so I'm gonna get a fork actually. I'm actually just kidding because the forks are not in here, so. And this is a spoon. My life is a lie. Okay, so here is a Firfir. I'm gonna take a taste of this. Oh no! Might just have to like whip up some quick Ethiopian food and then brush your teeth again. Just kidding. That is so good. The injera has definitely like absorbed the liquid and it's gotten like really chewy and big and nice. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, on the 1 to 10, I'll do the Firfir first. 1 to 10, taste-wise, I think like an 8, like a solid 8. Yeah, it's like it's pretty tasty. It's definitely very tomatoey, but I like tomatoes. If you were like, on tomatoes, might be a little bit too tomatoey. Difficulty, I feel like if you're using leftover injera that you had elsewhere and you didn't have to make the injera, it would be like really easy. You'd have to cut the onion, tomato paste. I mean, it definitely requires some time because of the cutting, the chopping, but oh my gosh. I totally forgot to put the chilies. Dang it. Now I'll have to eat like a bit of it with the chili. So good. It tastes the same, just with chilies. Yeah, I feel like if that was the case, but I think the extra step of making the injera, that's just kind of a lot. Especially for like just like not something that I would not consider like a super nutritious meal. I would just recommend it as getting through leftovers, but still like delicious, just like not practical. Oh my god. amazing. Oh, good. That's so great. I'm glad that they like it. These chickpeas are amazing. Holy crap. Okay, it's like perfect. It's like the perfect softness of the potatoes and the chickpeas, and then you taste it first with the tomatoes, and then it like slowly goes into the cayenne, and it's like a really... Oh no. I'm so sorry you have no leftovers. You can order a bigger size bag if you double. We can like double the portion size, and then that's more food for, and then maybe everyone could have enough food. Yeah, that's so good, and it has like a very distinct ginger. Oh my gosh, the flavors in that, it's probably because I put too much ginger in it, but for real, those so good. Oh my goodness. This is, oh my gosh. And the carrots, like they're both at like the perfect level of softness, you know? They just crumble in your mouth, but still like hold their shape on their own. It's not just a pile of mush. Ah, this is so good. Oh, and it's like, I feel like this is like properly spicy. I hope that nobody, I probably added too much cayenne is my problem, but hopefully nobody who's like really into not being spicy is gonna be. Okay. I feel like this is gonna become a new staple of my chickpeas. Because I love chickpeas, but like, you know, at a certain point you run out of ideas. This is a great new idea. Ooh! Okay, those are getting really close to done. They're like starting to be golden, so probably a couple more minutes. It honestly isn't. I love too much cayenne. I feel like I still remember I watched a video. There's this one zero waste YouTuber that I really like, and I think she's Dutch. No, she's sorry, she's Danish. She's Danish. And I was watching her like a video recipe, and I still remember like she like poured like all of this cayenne. She's like, you don't have to put that much. I have problems, and I was like, I really feel that like. I'm not gonna keep eating this until it's time to take out the flatbreads. Oh my goodness. I feel like when my hair, I can see myself on the screen and feel like my hair is getting lower, and now I'm getting George Washington hair a little bit. Hello. I'm going to. Parties are a bad idea. As in political parties. Can you imagine if like for Halloween you went as like sexy George Washington? What a wild time that would be. I know. Who is he? What? Me and Smitty were talking about, I had a really good idea for like for a couple's costume. I think it was like, might have been Star Wars related. But we did go as Radagast and Gandalf this past year. the true OG couple. It was such a good joke. I had like the best joke couples costume ever. I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about it. I'll probably have to ask him. Yeah. Halloween's gonna be here before we even know it. And then no one's gonna do anything because we're still gonna be in our houses probably. Okay, I think that those are getting like pretty close. Couple more minutes. I'm just gonna keep on eating. Oh no, so sad. I should do shout outs now. Not shout outs, announcements. And if anybody else has any announcements or like nice things that they want to put in the chat right now, that would be appreciado. I was going to say, so we've been freezing every single week. We've been freezing, particularly the Ethiopian food from the past month. And this upcoming Tuesday, we're going to do a sustainable kitchen episode on vegan cooking and like making that a more accessible thing. And we're going to do a segment where we take out all of the meals that we've frozen and we're going to taste test them and we're going to see which meals are like good options for like freezing, like maybe making a bunch of it and then freezing some and coming back to it, and different things like freezer friendly vegan Ethiopian food. And hopefully we'll do that like the start of every month. So we'll have Mediterranean. That's the second announcement. So we'll do that, and then we'll do the same thing in the beginning of July. Goodness gracious. So yeah. Also, since it is our last week, Ethiopian, next week, we're going to the Mediterranean. Whoop whoop. Let me remember what we're making. I think we're doing, I'm not going to say it before I know. Yes, okay, I was right. We're doing stuffed eggplants with a kale salad, which is so exciting, next week. And we're also going to make, a couple weeks down the road, we're going to be making falafels, as in like pita falafel sandwiches, whatever. And so we're going to start Lebanese pickles next week so that they can have 2 weeks to get all pickly. And then we'll eat them with our falafels a couple weeks down the road. So you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be amazing. We're flying all the way across. Actually, I mean, Ethiopia and the Mediterranean is really not that far away. It's like far away, but it's like not ridiculous. Yeah, so that's really exciting. I hope everyone can make it. We're just going to keep on. So, I don't think that we're making pizza, but we could if we wanted to. I really like eggplant. I don't think I've ever had stuffed eggplant though. So that might be interesting, but I'm sure, I have no doubt it's going to be delicious. When we were in Oklahoma City, ooh, okay, these guys are ready. Forget that story. These guys are coming out of the oven. When we were in Oklahoma City, we went to this falafel place, and we ended up having like the time of our lives talking to the owner, who was like the friendliest guy ever, and he told us to bring him eggplants from our garden in the summertime, and he will make us stuffed eggplants from our eggplants, and I think we should do it. So this one is like, you probably can't tell, but it's like bubbled up. I mean, yeah, pizza should be, yeah. If we want to do pizza, we can do pizza. I'm a big pizza. I have been wanting to try a sourdough pizza crust, so that could be really fun. feel real greasy right now. I need to go like wash my face from all of the fumes. Okay. Aren't these cool? Like just a minute. Does anybody else have any other announcements or like, you know, nice things they want to say to each other? Because I think you're all great, and I know this stream has been a lot longer. I'm assuming if you didn't want to see, if you didn't care about the flatbreads, you left. Like, you know, because now we're just hanging out. But yeah, you're all great. I appreciate everyone. We made it. The wagon wheels is something to work on, I think. I think that one day they'll be really beautiful. Generally, I need to work on my rolling things into a nice circle. Every time I make tortillas, I get like the one that is like perfectly circular, and I'm like, oh my gosh. It's amazing. I just need to make that a more frequent thing. Does this recipe say that they need to like sit for a... Okay. Just a brush with butter. I'll probably forgo brushing it like on there, and I'll get... I think that we should have some veggie butter. Oh, jeez. Okay. That's a fancy Earth Balance soy-free one. Just swooping in there. Okay, so we're gonna get a separate plate of this. No, I'm not gonna use that knife. This is the knife that we use to cut that knife. The nice thing about the wagon wheels, and then you have a perforated already like cut here mark to cut it into pie slices. Perfect, check that out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think that I have any other announcements. Whoa! I'm gonna get a pie scooper upper. Oh my goodness. This bread, I think the bottom is really quite well done. But now it's like not. There we go. Okay. Okay. Ah, there we go. Yay! Got it. Yeah. Veggie noodles. Wait. Yeah, I think most pasta that's like in the store, I mean, when you like make homemade pasta, I think it's generally eggs, but usually those don't have eggs in it. It's just like, oil and water. I don't know why I got so much butter. That's a ridiculous amount of butter. You know what, let's go for it. Let's get that much butter on this one piece of bread. Sure. Yeah, so I think that you can, and you could probably make vegan pasta. We could try that. I have no idea what, I mean, maybe you could do like a flax egg, which is when you mix ground flax with water and it creates a very like gelatinous egg-like structure. And then you can use that as an egg substitute. I don't know. We're on the same brain length, wavelength. Talking about flaxseed meal. Okay, this is when I wish I had a fork, but the forks are outside, but it's fine. Okay. Oh my god. It's popping. It's so good. I think especially with the cardamom, you could totally, and this is like so, could be like you could put it with sweet things or with more savory things, and it'd probably be good either way. Because it recommended putting this with hummus, actually. So it's dessert-like. Like you could put this, I don't know, like with like I could see like a cinnamon apple sort of thing being a partner to this. But also like, yeah, like hummus or I don't know, something else that's more savory. This is so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, this is wonderful. I hope that this is. Ooh, can you see that? I should take a close-up video. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. What the heck, Mary? And I think once I show this to you, like I can finally let you guys go. You don't have to hang out with me anymore. It's okay. I'll live. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, check that out, guys. I put some butter and it's nice and melted. Okay, wait, let me focus it on this. Can you check that out? You can like see the cardamom. I wonder if you put like cinnamon in it, just like a little bit of cinnamon in it too. If that would be like absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness. The bottom is definitely like kind of crispy. Maybe it's, I might have put too much oil. That's probably what it is. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. With that, I think I'll ring us out. Thank you guys for staying on so long and hanging out with me. It's been delightful. We had a whole month of Ethiopian food. It was wonderful. Yeah, and so I hope everyone has a great week. I hope everyone has a great start into June. What the heck? And yeah, we'll be back next week for stuffed eggplant and kale salad. That's the other thing. We can probably use also kale from my house too, because I have a lot of kale. Okay, I will ring us out and I will say goodbye. You are all doing wonderful. I'm so proud of you. You're beautiful souls. Appreciate ya. Okay. This is George Washington signing out.